Alright, what's going on, guys? Jordan here with Team Firespin, and I wanted to show you guys a really cool idea that I've been playing with for the past week or so. It's a super quantum deck, but it has like the hat engine thrown into the mix, or I guess just the artifacts and the Traptrix, with like a brilliant fusion combo thrown in the mix as well. So it's a really cool idea. Like I said, I've been messing with it for the past like week or so, and I wanted to show you guys because it's something that's interesting, and it's my own personal tech on like the idea of like mixing the super quantums with the artifact engine. So I'm just gonna get straight to it. It's super fun. If you guys do try it, I would love to hear y'all's like feedback on the deck because it's super fun. But it's 40 cards. We'll just jump straight into it. So for the start, or I guess for the first engine, I'm gonna play 3 of the red and then 1 blue. So basically, these cards they're taking the format by storm. They've become super good in like every deck. Well, the main deck you're playing them in right now is the Monarch deck. They just combo off really well with each other, and I am playing the 3 E-Tellys for the blue. And it's cool because you're playing it with the artifacts, and like he's a level 5, so they just kind of like interact to make rank 5s like pretty much every turn. So it's a really cool little combo you can do with them. So I really like these cards. I really like the engine. It definitely gives the artifact like hand or the hat deck something else to do. Then we got the 2 Scythe, the 1 Moral Talk and the 1 Bagel Talk. I really like these guys. I really like the engine. If you guys have seen any of the other deck profiles I've done, I did an Artifacts Traptrix Clown deck. It's sort of the same list. I just kind of updated it to, I guess, the current ban list because Juggler got banned, and added in a couple other things. But these guys are really cool. They do a lot of different things. Pepe, like, this hurts Pepe a lot. Extra deck stuff isn't really as super relevant as it used to be before the Pepe hit, but it's still pretty cool. It still does a lot of things against a lot of different decks, and being able to destroy stuff is really cool too. So it's just all around really good. And like you can side things in and out for the Bagel Talk to kind of switch around your matchup for like Cosmo or whatever. So it's really cool. Like you can side in Lancia and stuff. So it's another 4-card engine. So far 2 4-card engines, and then another 4-card engine. It's a lot of 4-card engines basically. The 3 Mermelios and the 1 Diane. This I've been testing a lot recently, and like the engine's really good. The ratios of 3 to 1, but you can take out the Diane. It's not necessarily needed. I normally side it out whenever like in testing. I normally have sided this out. And I've even considered siding one of these out. Like it's a great first turn play, but it's not necessary at 3, I guess. I play it at 3 basically just to see it, and then this is just like a wolf bark effect to reoccur for a rank 4. So that's really all I use them for. You can play other things. I've also considered taking one of the Bromelios out and one of the Dianes out and putting in a Foolish Burial and a Glow Bulb, so I can go into like Materia Beast and stuff. And you can also, I guess, go into like Trishula in the deck, which is kind of cool. But it's just a cool engine that searches for a lot of things and kind of gets your rank 4s going and stuff like that. So it's still really strong. For the clowns, we're still gonna play the 2 like best clowns that you can play. 1 Trick Clown and 1 Hat Tricker. They open up a lot of rank 4 plays, which is good. And he's also a target for Brilliant Fusion. And then if I were to play the Glow Up Bulb engine thing I was telling about, he's a level 4 Earth for Naturia Beast, so that's kind of cool. But they just work really well. They do a lot of things for the deck. They do a lot of things for rank 4 decks, so they're still both really good, and I feel like you still need to play them in the deck. So, and then the last 2 monsters are the Garnets, and the Garnets go along with the Brilliant Fusions. So this is like one of the 5-card engines in the deck. Brilliant Fusion just opens a ton of plays in the deck. Does so many things. It's like a free level 4 monster. Or, well, it's a free level 5 monster, but if you send Trick Clown with it, it's a free level 4. So that's one of the things that I like about it a lot. If you open Brilliant Fusion and like Red Layer, you can like special Red Layer because you have no monsters, and then Brilliant Fusion out Seraphinite, And then if you opened up a level 4 as well, you send like the Trick Clown off of this, bring the Trick Clown, and then like normal summon the level 4, and then you can go into the red guy, and then like Rafflesia first turn. So it's like a really good first turn deck for sure. It sets up a lot of crazy fun stuff. So I really like this the ratio of 3 and 2 because the fact that this gives like a free level 5 on board as well as a double normal summon. So I really like the ratio. And then we're going to play the 3 E-Tellys for the Super Quantums, the blue layer. The blue layer is pretty much just going to always go back into the deck after you send it to grave. So this is always live. It's just the same concept as Super Quantum Monarchs. So I like the E-Telly at 3. You can even side one out depending on like your matchup and stuff. Then we have 2 Ubs. We have 2 Instant Fusion. Norden plays. It's just too good. I am playing a ratio of 2 to 2. 2 Instant Fusion, 2 Norden. I just always want to be able to see the Norden. I don't want to have one Norden and then draw into the second fusion. And the extra deck's kind of not really tight at all. You can kind of play a lot of random stuff. So that's kind of cool. So it's flexible. So 2 Instant Fusion. Then we got 2 Twin Twister. I was talking about this one in my last the Artifacts Traptrix clown deck. This card's it pops scales, pops back row, and it's a discard outlet. So if you have this with Call the Haunted or like Mermelio or something, you can, or if you have it with like an artifact and Call the Haunted, you can play it, discard the artifact, pop back rows, and then Call the Haunted back the artifact, which is cool. It's really cool, but it's just a really good card. You gotta play it. It kills domain and stuff too. And then we play 1 Soul Charge. This is like a win more card. Like you play this, you win pretty much. You can set up too good of a board for them to try to get around. And then for like the artifact cards, we play the 2 Ignition and the 3 Sanctum. I'm actually one of my teammates, Tony on the team. He's borrowing 2 of my Sanctums right now for a fun idea that he was using. So I'll get those back probably this weekend. But yeah, so 3 Sanctum, 2 Ignition. I feel like Ignition was really good at 3 for like the Pepe format, but it's not as good. You don't really need 3 of it in the deck anymore. Plus I am playing Twister, and I guess Call the Haunted Mermelio, pop back rows as well. So it's not needed at 3 anymore. So you bump it down to 2, and then the 3 Sanctums are just still definitely needed. Get all your plays going and stuff. Then the 3 Call the Haunteds. It just does a lot for the deck. It's Monster Reborn. In the purest sense, it's Monster Reborn, and you can even switch it around and play like 1 Oasis to like stop OTKs by bringing defense. But yeah, 3 Call the Haunted for sure. For the trap holes, we're playing the 2 Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, the 2 Time Space, 1 Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, and 1 Bottomless. There's not really any need for a 5th target. I mean, the only other target you can really, I can realistically seeing myself put in would be a 3rd Time Space, and in that you don't even really need it. You could put in Treacherous, but you risk the dead draw aspect of it, and so, but these are all just really, really good power traps. And then the last trap is the warning. So, like I said, that was 40 cards. It's a super, super fun deck, super consistent. Like surprisingly super consistent, and it gets a lot of really fun plays out. So let's jump up to the extra deck now. The extra deck's pretty cool, and like I said, it's really flexible. You can kind of fluctuate some card choices in it, but for the most part, it's pretty kind of just generic stuff. So we're gonna play 2 of the Magna Liger. Now what this guy does is he's just a generic Rig 5, and I can detach 1 to select a face-up monster. I'm sorry, just a face-up, yeah, target 1 monster on the field and destroy it. That's all it does. So just detach, target, destroy. But when he has red layer under him, you can do it during either player's turn, and he has to have materials to be able to attack. So it's a really good first turn play if you have the ways to go into it with red layer, because you can just put it under him and then detach on your opponent's turn to pop any problems. So he's super, super good. He's like in a way, like a generic Pleiades. So I really like him for that aspect. Speaking of Pleiades, we play the 1 Pleiades. You can go into it with the artifacts, so you kind of just need to play it. Putting this on board with the Rafflesia first turn is just really, really good. So we play the 1 Pleiades. Then we play the Volcasaurus just for, you know, burn damage, getting rid of problem cards, sort of all the same generic things as the Magna Liger, so he's just really, really good too. And then for the last 5, we play the Durandal. I really like this card. It's done a lot of cool things in testing, but just being able to just get rid of hands, I guess if you know what they have in hand, if they've searched or whatever, and just stuff like that. Being able to also create, basically giving them like an MST to pop your Mortal Talks or whatever, so like stopping Pendulum Call or even like Stormforth or something like that. Or I don't think you can actually do a Stormforth, because I don't think his effect is as fast as Stormforth. But you know what I mean, like just creating their cards and turning them into MST and then getting your effects off. So that's really cool. For the rank 4s, we're playing the 1 Rafflesia. I mean, you're playing Traptrix, you gotta play the 1 Rafflesia. Just a really good defensive card. The 1 Silent Honor Arc, I've actually gone back to using this card. I haven't been using this like recently, but I went back to it. It's actually a really good card. Just gets rid of problems. That's pretty much all it does. Same with Castel, just swings back problems. So those are kind of like, they go hand in hand. And then we got the Abyss Dweller for the Cosmo matchup, or anything really graveyard, Burning Abyss, stuff like that. It's also really good against Phantom Knights, so that's like a plus side. The Diamond Direwolf, just to get rid of problematic back rows, or anything of that nature. The 1 Digestor Emerald, I am playing normal monsters, so both of his effects are live, which is kind of cool. But he's also just super good to shuffle back different things, so I really like him. So that's it for the rank 4s. And then for the final 2, it's the 2 Norden and the 2 Seraphonite. I decided to kind of, I guess in a way, max out on these. I wouldn't play 3 of any of these by any means, but I'm capitalizing on both of them being at 2 just to be able to see Brilliant Fusion multiple times in a duel as opposed to just once. And then, like I said, both Instant Fusions are never dead with the 2 Nordens, so I decided to just play 2 and 2 of each. So they're all really good, and they just kind of get the job done. So that's pretty much it, though. It's a super cool idea. I really enjoy it, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the profile. Let me know what you guys think of the deck. It's definitely something that, like I said, I've been working on for the past about a week or so. Just kind of getting the right number of cards and different things like that. So I really enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And I guess we'll see you guys next time. Leave a like if you guys liked it, and let me know what you guys think in the description. And if you guys decide to try the deck out or anything like that, and you change anything, I would love to hear about it in the comments down below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.